Hi, it's Amy, and today I want to talk about motivation. I think motivation is a great topic for anyone because I think sometimes we have motivation and sometimes we don't. It's a little elusive for everyone. So I want to get into kind of the psychology behind it and think about some of the motivation theories that were created by psychologists but used in a business framework. So today we're going to talk about Herzberg's theory of motivation, which is a model that has been based on Maslow's theory of motivation. So first of all, you have to understand Maslow's theory. I do have a video on Project Wonder that's just about Maslow's. So if you want to check that out here. But also here is the Maslow's hierarchy of needs pyramid. So you can refer to that, where you can see that there are different tiers of needs. So Maslow's really believed that to be motivated, you had to fulfill all of these needs to reach the top. So that means your physiological needs had to be met. That is food, shelter, sleep. Then your safety needs need to be met. That is emotional safety and physical safety. Also, your belonging needs need to be met, and that is love and having a group of people around you that make you feel like you belong. The fourth one is self-esteem needs. And then at the tippy top is that self-actualization, where you definitely feel like you can be authentic, you can be your authentic self, and you have a lot of intrinsic motivation to do the things you love. And remember that intrinsic motivation is that motivation that comes from within. Nobody is pressuring you, giving you money or grades or things like that to do. So that's Maslow. So Herzberg looked at that theory and he was like, yeah, I understand that. Those needs are really well laid out, but he kind of put a caveat to it. He didn't believe that you had to have each of those needs met. So what he did is he broke that pyramid up and he took the bottom three, physiological, safety, and belonging needs. And he said those are hygiene factors, that those have to be present in a workforce to be able to not be demotivated, so that you're not demotivated. So those just have to be present for people to show up. And then you have the top two, which are self-esteem and self-actualization. And those are actually motivators. So the ways that you can motivate someone are to give them a promotion, to give them feedback that makes them feel respected, that they are good at something. And then the self-actualization comes with understanding yourself and knowing what you want and knowing what you want to do. Some companies actually give like a day for people to work on whatever they want to work on, and then they can propose those ideas to the company. So that is the true top of the period, self-actualization, when you really do exactly what you want. So that's in the place of a workforce. So, which is a little different than being in high school, right? So, or even if you're on a gap year. So I like to think about Herzberg theory as being pertinent or relevant to that is that how do you find these ways to make sure that your needs are met and that you realize the gratitude in some of those needs being met, but also finding yourself, your authentic self. What do you like to do? What are your strengths? What are your interests? What are your values that you can play on? And what do you want to give back into this community? Hopefully, if you create a project that you really like, or you're involved in a project that you believe in, then that will give you intrinsic motivation. that you want to work on that, or find people where you belong that also give you that self-esteem, that feed into who you are and believe in you and really like you and really understand what is so special about you. And realizing that you need those to bring about that motivation is, I don't know, it's like this little spark that makes the world easier to be in and makes you get out of bed in the morning and makes you want to go do something and contribute. So that's why I love Herzberg's. So make sure those hygiene factors are met. Make sure you get out there and find people that you belong with, that you feel safe with, and then just take it to the next level. So the activity that I have for this is actually to look at this pyramid and to write out what needs do you feel that are necessary for you to be motivated. So maybe there are people out there that you need to help you with that. Maybe there's something missing for you in that bottom part, so it brings you to be more demotivated. And once you identify those, to go out and find those. So it's a way to help you with motivation. It's a way to think about it, a framework that helps you. So go out and do that and come back and see our other videos about motivation. Thanks.